Wayward Walker here. As you can see, I'm about ready to go up. That's what we do. Anyway, I'm in the town of Brimfield. If you remember a few videos ago now, I spent a day driving around Brimfield and Palmer trying to find the bridge abutment for the Southern New England Railroad. It was going to be a very large crossing where the Southern New England was going to cross the Western Railroad, or the Boston and Albany, now CSX. And the only way that I could find, it looked like I could get up here, up to where it may or may not be, was going up this rather large up on the power lines. I have found a map, and it did come by through this area. So we're going to walk up here and hopefully beat the rain. Although we need the rain. See what we can find out. I also did find out that there was an abutment that was poured, cement. However, I believe it's now gone. Because I went right by where it supposedly was on a picture I saw in a map, and it was not there. So I am assuming I'm going to see the cut, and hopefully I'll be able to walk along the cut, and who knows what we'll find. Not a lot of things left along this because it was never finished. Basically just the grade was built, a few trestles and the like. Other than temporary track, there was no track laid, no complete bridges other than for construction purposes. Alright, so let me continue up the hill here, and we'll see what we can find. If you recall in that last video, I ended up finding a rather nice foundation, which I believe was an old barn. But anyway, I'll be back. Yeah, I'm up over the first hill. Yep, I see anything. I do see a stone wall over here. You come across one little side trail, but it was not a railroad cut by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm assuming what I'm going to find may not be a trail, but the cut was made along the side of the mountain here. And you can see evidence on a satellite images. I can hear a train coming. So what I'm looking for is evidence of a cut. Kind of what I'm seeing up in front of me. I don't know if this is going to be it or not, but right to the right of those poles. It could be into the left. There are definitely piles of stone. We're going to head up that way, see if that might be it. Once I get up there, I'll relook at the map. Who knows what else we'll find. Nice and cool out today, but I just feel like it's going to rain. There's no sun, so it's not hot, no bugs. Another trail here. The other side. But this also does not look like, you know, I shouldn't say that. I'm not going to get very far that way. I'll try later if I don't find something. but there's nothing that goes on this side. We go up into there. So I'm looking, like I said, for a cut. May not be a trail, but there may be fewer trees, because it is, at least what I believe is the cut, is visible on the satellite map. Alright, so I'm going to head back up, head up this next cut, or this next hill, and head up there. It's definitely on this side of the mountain. I think this is Fenton Mountain, but I'm not sure. I'm going to, like I said, head up the top of this one, check my map. I'm not going to go any further than the very top there, because I know it's not going to be down the other side. So, let's see what I get when we get up there. I'll be back. Okay, reached the top of the climb, and I believe I found it. You see right there. I'm alright. That's the dirt road I came in on. Across this dirt road, there's a trail there, trail here. I don't know if you can tell. This is where I saw those rocks piled up. This is definitely been built up. You really can't tell, but it goes down that way, down that way. So I'm going to head to the west. Start this. Well, let me put it this way. I'm 90% sure this is it. Certainly looks like it. This is where it should be. So I'm going to head towards the west. See what we can find, if anything. I would think there'd be some cuts through here. We have one fill already. Just kind of tell. There's a bank on this side, and on this side. So this is not natural. This is dug out. Let's see how far we can go. See what else we see. It's not what I expected. I guess it makes sense. I just figured it would be like a cut on my right and a drop on my left, but evidently not. Since I am up side of a mountain. But this is the bed of the railroad that never was. As I said, I don't think I'll find I think the abutment's gone, but I want to go as far as I can to where it would have been. See what I can find. This may not be as interesting as on some of the other railroad beds I go on when I find things like whistle post and old switches, old track. None of that stuff was ever installed up here. You can definitely see it was cut through here. Very similar to the section that goes through Westville and Sturbridge. And here you can even see there's a wall, a retaining wall. And there's the cut. be very curious if there was ever a, if you remember the Dead Horse Hill video, and I was going along CSX tracks, and off in the woods I found that old foundation, which I believe was a rock crushing plant that they used when they were building the railroad. It'd be interesting if I came across something like that, but I don't know how, as I said, I don't know how extensive their building was. I do know there were some temporary housing, stuff like that. I have not seen any reference to any kind of big rock crushing operation. So I don't know if there'd be something here or not. I doubt it. But it would be neat to see. An easy trail to walk on, but all right, I'm gonna stop here for a little bit. I'll come across anything interesting. Right now it's just very thick in here. The other side of this hill, to my right, this mountain, where I drove, that's where I came across the old foundation. Depending on what time I get done here, I may take a ride up there and take some pictures. As you recall, I broke my camera when I was there and did not take pictures. So I took some. Just before I go, you can see this drop down here. You could build it up. Alright. Pause you. I'll keep on moving on and I'll be back. Okay, a little further on, I just wanted to show you how high I am and how good you can tell. Just quite a ways down there. I'm on the side of this mountain. The trees again. It's actually built up on the other side as well. Let's see if I can get over there and see how far that goes down. Looks like I'm maybe a third of the way to where it ends. So that's down pretty far as well. The crevice. So I am going to continue on my merry way here. And like I said, I'm not surprised if, I won't be surprised if I don't find any kind of buildings or anything like that. Well, unless they're not railroad related. I don't think I'll find anything related to the railroad. Nice and peaceful up here. No signs saying I can't be here, so. Alright, let me continue on and see what we can find. I just kind of started making the corner. There's a big curve up here. I'm assuming I'm still on the bed because the trail did split off. I stayed to the left because it looked like the right way to go, and I'm assuming I am on that one. You can see a lot of rocks. Oh, quite a ways there. And this is the other way started to go down a little bit. I don't think it was the railroad grade. Look and see it. That goes quite a ways down. Levels off, then goes down a little further. I'm almost out of the trees. You can tell over there. So, and just goes a side trail going straight down. All-terrain vehicles use it, I guess. And I'm assuming they don't use this side as much because I've come across a lot of trees down, branches, the like. If I come across the trail that I think is running parallel to me, I'll go back that way. Also looking. I don't see any real marks anywhere. But this has definitely been made. Cut through here. This took some work. 100 years ago. A little over 100 years ago. And we're on the side of the mountain. See rather large overhang. I'm not overhanging, but outcropping. Nice up here though. I don't know. Oh, looks like it's probably the other track. So I wonder if that was the. I'll head back that way. If that was the actual bed down there. Interesting little tree. I'm going to go back that way though. Hard to tell. It's in a little better shape. That probably was. Maybe that was like a false start up there. They were going to go that way and they didn't. I don't know. Alright, well, let me continue. I feel I'm almost to the end. As far as I'll be able to go. So I'll be back. Okay, I just kind of crawled through a down tree. And come to this sort of a fork in the road. And I don't know. Take my breath here. If that's the bed. This is the bed. I am going to go this way because I'm going to try to get through that. I am at about, let's look at the map, I am about where I should be headed towards where the abutment was. I'm about 500 feet, according to the topographical map I'm looking at, the All Trails map. This is going down. Now, before I hit that fallen tree, there was a trail up to the right going up, which was made because the ATVs were probably too lazy to try to take the tree apart, so they decided to blaze a new trail somewhere. And this is definitely still a path. It's not the bed, it's a road. It was a road. So I'm going to come down this way, see what I can see. Over down. I have to see over that way, which is where the bed may be. This isn't it. Well, it's hard to tell because it's about the right grade. It's certainly the right width. So we'll head this way a little bit, see what we come to. I assume we're going to come to the road very soon. Nice if there was a way up. Get through that way. Alright, another log. There we go. See? We still have it. Oh, not really, but. Alright, I'm going to down there. Just a big rock. A bush. No. Alright, I'll be back as soon as I find out anything. Okay, so literally have reached the end of the road. Well, not technically. Looking at the map. Well, let's go back. Right, I couldn't go straight anymore. I followed that side road. Actually, it's behind a house. And I don't think, first I thought it was possibly the rail bed. Then the more I looked at it, it's not. So, continued down it. Thought that maybe I came back out on the rail bed just now, a minute ago. But looking at my map, I'm past where I believe it crosses the railroad tracks, the other railroad tracks, and the river. I'm actually a little too far, so I'm not going to keep going up. I did not come across the other trail that the ATV has made, so I don't know where it was. Now that area up there is posted, so I'm going to go back the way I came. It was not posted. You see there's a town road down there. I'll take you up here. It's really hard to say if something goes through there or not. You can see it's kind of opened. And over here is actually a gully type thing here, ravine. But it's right here in front of us. But it doesn't look like it's improved at all in there, been dug out or anything. Again, I can't tell, I can't get in there really. And looking opposite that, I don't think go straight down there. So I'm gonna head back where I came. A little break, water. Back to where it split, where I couldn't go anymore. I'm just kind of looking a little further there. I'm just going to keep an eye out a little more. Watch the map. Let's go here. It's hard to tell. I don't think that's it though. I don't know. Could be. I didn't see anything cross this trail, this road I'm on. This isn't definitely an old road, but I think it's the railroad bed. Alright, so I'm going to head back. Another time I get back to the power lines. And what else I might just come across. I may go straight across that way just to see what's over there. It's probably just more of the same. And I know this probably isn't the most interesting video. It is to me because I just think it's neat. But I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I just decided to come back. Down that way is where I come out before. I was on the other side of this cut here. As you can see, it's quite a cut here. So this was the actual bed. I don't know if the other one was just made maybe for construction purposes, because it does look like that was handmade over there. It was definitely handmade. Well, I'm coming right through the rather large cut here. This reminds me again of the one in Sturbridge. Westville is a nice cut like this. And that's pretty high. It's probably 30 feet high on that side. Well, about the same in the other. You can see it's just beautiful. This would have been one heck of a train ride, I'll tell you. this was ever finished. What a scenic run this would have been. It's hard to tell now, but even like where this came from back there. If the trees weren't there, get a look down into the valley. It's been awesome. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. You can see some more of the rock formations here that just came right through. So it's possible right on the other side of that where I walked before. Could have been like a little construction siding track or something maybe. But I'll tell you what, this would have taken some work to get through here. They did it. Testament to what we can do if we want to. Some will argue that, you know, it ruined everything, you know, the ecology of the environment, whatever, but we did what we had to do. You can tell, and this is just absolutely amazing how much work that went into this. When they did build it, they did have steam shovels, and, you know, steam powered tools and the like, so it wasn't quite as bad as some of the others. They didn't have that, but you know, it was all done by hand. There's a bit of a recent rock slide here. If there's anything in that hole, I ain't gonna find out. We don't do holes. We don't do caves. But anyway, so I'm coming through the so just a large cut. Take my way back to the power line, and I'll probably just go right back to the truck. It is raining all over here. I'm covered, so I'm not really getting wet. A few sprinkles, but anyway, so I'll keep moving along. Keep my eyes peeled, because you know the rule is usually that I find something interesting right when I'm on my way out. So we'll keep looking, and we'll be back. Hello, the Wayward Walker here again. Now this is a couple days later. Oh, you can see it's Wednesday, and I did the rest of the video that you just saw on Sunday. I'm not even in the same area. I just wanted to wrap up that video. It's the one I was on the Southern New England Railroad bed. I didn't get a chance to finish it. It was raining, and I was going to stop someplace to finish it, and there was a policeman there, and I didn't think he really wanted to listen to me, so I didn't stop. Anyway, so I hope that video was interesting. It was a nice area to walk in. Just another beautiful area, very highly wooded. You know, I didn't expect to find a whole lot, mainly because the railroad was never finished, so it was kind of I just did another video in another area, and I'm just looking at all these different trails. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to try to do more on that section, on that railroad. And remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Please feel free to comment. You know, I mean, as long as they're respectful. You know, I'm a low budget operation. I just do it because I like it, but I'd like to know what you think. Alright, so well, that was on Sunday, so have a great week, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it's the Wayward Walker signing off.